it's Debbie with Kip's Corner. Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome and Happy New Year. This is my first video of 2023, and so I just want to wish all of you an absolutely awesome year. I hope it's a happy, healthy, and prosperous year for everyone. So this is a design team project for Tracie Fox Creative, who is Love Junk Journals on Etsy. And I've used 3 of her kits. Those links will all be below in the description box. I've used Compendium 1, Compendium 2, and Mega Mix and Match 2. Now, none of those kits are new. They've been out for a little while, and there are lots of Compendium kits. There's a 3, a 4, a dark, a holiday, etc., etc. But they're sort of classic to me. I feel like you can use those Compendium kits at any time, and they are absolutely wonderful. And of course, the Mega Mix and Match 2 goes really well with these as well. So you'll see that in just a moment, but I will dive right in. This is I think they're called flip-flop videos or something, or flip-flop journals or something like that. And it flips and flops. It's made entirely of envelopes. I've used 3 different sizes, a large number 10 envelope, a medium-sized envelope, and then smaller ones. So I'll just dive right in and show it to you. I've just got this closed with some sari silk just wrapped around here. I didn't to fix this closure, and it lies completely flat without it. So I don't need it, but if you tuck things inside, of course, you want to close it up. So I've added the sari silk. Okay. On the front is, her name is Harmony. And the reason I've named her Harmony, and I'll show you, this journal is a ziggy-zag journal, and there's there's a front and back journal pages. And that kind of made me think of yin and yang and black and white and right and wrong and positive and negative, and the opposite ends of the spectrum. And I think the opposite ends of the spectrum, when they meet in the middle, I think that's where Harmony lives. And so I named her Harmony. On the front, this is just some rust-dyed cheesecloth here with a metal plate, the Harmony name, some string. This is another little metal piece here, and it's not affixed. It will come off. I've just got that tucked on there. And then this envelope flips open this way. I didn't do anything to the inside here. This is such a pretty color green. I left the envelope. You can use it, but I also did not put anything on the inside of this particular envelope. And here, let's see, I've got a couple eyelets with some string up here in the corner and just a little tuck spot with a very simple tag. It's just a cutout and affixed to some craft paper. There's a little fastener, that's a paper fastener, up there in the corner, and some twine in the eyelet. Simple on that one. I've used any place that I reinforced either the fold or where I sewed in my journal or anything like that. I've used this really crusty, gross, grimy fabric, which is perfect. And so there's some here and there's some here. And this closes, and we open this way to a pocket that I've got added on here with just kind of a collage-y mess of stuff. And inside that pocket is a tag with another collage on the front, some sewing. This is a little tab I made, a topper I made with, this is a piece of blue leather. I actually have that out for another project, which you'll see. A rusted safety pin, piece of old lace, a vintage button, and that's just sewed around it. You can kind of see the sewing there, and added it to the back, and then the top, and then the back is just a piece of scrapbook paper, and that is the first tag. On this side, I've just put modeling paste through a stencil just to give some texture and some dimension there. And you flip that, and we go to another pocket. This is added on. I've got sewing around the edges, another little grouping down there at the bottom with some, that's the edge of a handkerchief, vintage button. And everything in here was pretty much left over, including the digital kit from Tracie. I had used those Compendium kits on something else, and these were all leftover pages that I had printed out. And again, with my scraps and all die cuts and stuff like that, all leftovers. Inside this pocket, I've got a couple of things. I've got, first off, this little card, and I've got a signal affixed on the top there, and it's German, and I think it's a Bible verse. I have not translated it yet, but that's there. Then there's this card, which is, you can see you can kind of see the gold, gorgeous card. Foxes laying around, chit-chatting, and it is also in another language, and I think this might be, I don't know, it might be Swedish. I'm not sure what language that is. I haven't, again, didn't look it up. I should. I will. And then this is a letter from 1947, and the letter is in there all handwritten. Whoops. And I liked the color of the envelope, so I tucked that in there to go with that. Then this is the first journaling set, journaling page grouping. Nothing going on here except paper. No pockets, no nothing. All the paper's just been ripped and added in here. And again, these are all leftovers and scraps and things like that. And I just left it all blank and plain for lots of writing and playing space. Then we have this collage. Lots of die cuts and tickets. There's a milk cap, a slide frame, the butterfly, leaves, just a mess of stuff. Oh, and I forgot to mention, and I'll show you, I'll back up and show you. You see these little rust spots here in a couple places, and here on the tag. That's all a little bit of rust that I added with some rusting powder. Let's see, I don't think there's any on there. A little bit down here in the corner. And so just periodically, kind of random throughout, you'll see little rust bits in places. Then I have a flap. This isn't the actual full envelope. You can see in the background here that it was a craft color. So my larger envelopes were craft envelopes, which is great because they're nice and sturdy. And I just added a little thumb notch to the envelope, and the flap is up underneath here. I left this panel blank for journaling. It's nice and hidden, so I think it's a great spot for some journaling. There's a clip here that's actually holding a tag in on the other side, and this bulldog clip is very rusty, but it's been coated with glossy accents, so it's sealed and it's not going to get goobers all over the place. And you could clip something in here with that clip as well. Then in the envelope pocket, I just have a couple of word cards tucked in here. That says tell. I've got an old flinch card and a handwritten receipt from 1897. So those are just tucked in there. And then down here at the bottom is a little slide. This is made from the Tim Holtz die cut. There's some dried flowers in here, and it's got some brick embossing on the back there. There's a close-up of that, if you can see it very well. That closes, and then this flips, and now you're to the back. And now the back opens up. So on this back panel is another one of those same envelopes. This is just a different color. It's blue. I've added a tag here on the front with some sewing. That's watercolor paper in the background behind it. And this is just a simple collage here with some tickets and another frame and some more die cuts. And I left the inside panel blank again for more journaling space. Some more rust here. And then on the tag that is clipped, there's rust on it as well. And down there, and another collage of pieces. This I also left blank because I thought it's plain enough that it would also be a really good journaling spot. And again, kind of tucked behind this tag. be like a little secret spot. So that closes like this. This opens. Here's more stenciling through, or more modeling paste through a stencil, and that's almost, there you go, tone on tone, so it's hard to see, but I actually like that effect. It's subtle. And then we have this second journal area here. Same thing, more pages just ripped and torn and tossed in, all random, all different. And so lots of journaling space there. And then here's another collage, similar idea, just bits and pieces all kind of thrown together there. And then this little white piece here is the envelope from a watchmaker part, would come in this little pocket envelope. And I left it open, and I left a ticket in there so that you could see that it was open. You could slip something in there, you know, another sort of secret little hiding spot, or just leave the ticket, either way. And then you close that and you're back to the front. So there she is. It's made, and I think I showed you this earlier, she's made in a zigzag. There you go, see this folds out. So it's a very much a bit of a zigzag kind of movement throughout, and that's what gets you that flippy floppy thing, so that you can flip it over and flop it around, I guess. So that is Harmony. Thank you so much for joining me. I have another journal in the works, and some more ideas brewing for some other journals. And so I will be back. Oh, before I forget too, Harmony will be in my Etsy shop. I don't know when. Within the next week or so, she'll get added to my Etsy shop. And there is currently 2 journals there remaining from the Celebrating Our Differences series. Wild Child and Butterfly are available on Etsy. And this one will get added to it. And that link I'll put below as well. So thank you so much for joining me. Your support is always greatly appreciated. And I'll be back. Bye-bye.